Hi everyone and welcome to Ajiro Tech. In this video we're going to be looking at the CIE Cambridge IGCSE Information and Communication Technology, and we'll be looking at paper 3 data analysis February-March 2020, the only variant in this paper. So let's dive into data analysis. Now you have been supplied with the following source files, so please you can check along to ensure that these source files are right there in your folder as well. So evidence 1, we're just going to create the evidence document. They say create a new word process document. So obviously I've opened it in the background, and make sure your name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every page of this document. So to do that, I'm going to click on insert, click on header. I prefer the header. You can use on the footer or header, and it's going to be 3 columns. Okay, this is Ajiro, and obviously you're going to put your name. My center number is going to be AN0117. Obviously you're going to put your school center number there. My candidate number for this video is 2023, which obviously you're going to put the candidate number that we're given to you. Okay, save this evidence document in your work area as M20_evidence. I'm just going to copy this, followed by your candidate number. Okay, so I'm just going to save it. Click on save as, and I'm just going to quickly find it. It's going to take me a while, but let me see. I think I can use something here that is easier to find. Okay, I think I can use it. I think I can, yeah. Okay, I think I can. Yep, I think this is it. Yep. So I'm just going to paste this here. Then enter my center number 2023. Okay, so I have it done here. Okay. Now, task 2, data analysis. You're going to prepare a spreadsheet for Just Dive for us. This company takes divers on trip to shipwrecks. Each trip has 2 dives. Okay, to make sure divers are safe on their trips, they have to calculate how long they can safely stay underwater at certain depths when breathing nitrox, which is a mixture of nitrogen and oxygen. Okay, open and examine the files. rec.csv, so let's open it. Okay, I have it here. rec.csv. Okay, and the other one is diveplanner.csv. So I have diveplanner.csv. Okay, so let's adjust it. Okay, let me also adjust the other one. All right, I think I can just take this one off. Insert a new row between the rows. Plan dive time and save. Plan dive time and save. Okay, between, so I'm just going to insert it here. Insert. Okay, new row between. Insert a new row between the rows containing plan dive time and save. Okay, format the spreadsheet to look like this. So let's format it. Now we have format the merge cell A1 to C1 to have a white text. Okay, to have a white text on a dark blue background. So I'm just going to format this. Obviously, this is Times New Roman. Is this bolded? Yes, it is bolded. Okay. I think there are a lot of spaces. I'm just going to reduce it. Yes. I think I'm fine with this. Okay. 2 and 4. So let's be careful, guys. You have to see this 2 and 4. 2 is here. So you say I'm going to make it 13. Okay. The dive planner is going to be merged from B to C. Times New Roman as well. It said format B3, format the merge cell B3. Now what this simply means that this is now B3, this is now A1. Okay, this is now a merged cell A1 and a merged cell B3. Okay, that's what it means. To have black text, okay, on a pale blue background. Pale blue. Pale blue. Okay. Now this is going to have an outside border. It's going to be thick. I think I'm just going to give, yes, this is good for me. The dive is sans serif. This is the area bold. Okay, this is central line, central line. This is also bolded. Okay, okay. I think I'm happy with this. So let's proceed. Save the spreadsheet. So let me save it. Okay, so let's save the spreadsheet. What do we save it with? Okay, we're just going to save it like that as a spreadsheet. Okay, so click on file, click on save as. Alright, save. Okay, so just want to check this. Let me adjust it a bit. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I think 25 should do the trick for me. Alright, got me, you got me, 24. 24 it is. Let's okay, let's just stop at 24. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have to be exact, guys. Remember, there is it's not the same. Doesn't really have to be exact, but let me see. I think also this was also adjusted, and this was centralized as well. Yeah, it was centralized vertically. Okay, okay. I think I'm just going to make this 75. Yes, I'm okay with this. It's fine. I'm okay with this. So let's go ahead. Okay, just gonna save it again. And remember, you have to be careful because this is a level max, guys, and you have to do it well um, to just get the max. It's not going to work. Nope. 24 inches. Let's go ahead. Place your name, set a number, and candidate number left aligned in the header. So let's quickly do that. So I'll click here on insert, click here right here on text. Obviously, if your system is bigger, you're going to have all the ribbons displayed for you. But obviously, mine is 14 inches, so the ribbons are just just congested. I just have to look for it. You can. Another thing you need to do when you're in that exam tension, you don't know what to find. Come here, right here. Tell me what you want to do. Right? Just type it header, and then you have it. Okay, and it makes it easy for you. Okay, hope you've learned something. There's always something to learn in this video. In all of my videos, there's always something to learn. So place your name, student number, candidate number, left aligned in the header. Left aligned in the header, you have Ajiro and the set number is AN 017 2023. Now place the text last edited on. I'm just going to copy this. Now I'm going to click on go to footer, last edited on, followed by automated the center align in the footer. Okay, last edited on. Okay, followed by automated date. So last edited on space the date, which is your current date, is an automated date, center line the footer. Okay, I think we're good to go. I'll click on my view and I'll click on normal. And these 2 marks. In cell B7, let's look for cell B7 real quick. Cell B7, okay. Look up the rec name. Use the rec code for this dive. For the lookup, okay, I promised myself I'm going to do this so that I don't skip anything, and I want to do this now. Okay, so use the rec code for this dive, for the lookup value and the file rec.csv for the array. Okay, so let me look it up. Remove this. So this is the code here. That will be our lookup value. And right here we have the rec code. But it seems that in the rec code there is nothing. So we'll have what we call it test data, right? Test data are what we use to test data to see if the formulas are working. And it's part of the system life cycle. When we talk about the design phase, we have to talk about the test data, putting live data into your spreadsheet to see if they are able to carry out certain validations, etc., etc., etc. You get the whole story, right? So I'm just going to look this up, right? But obviously there's nothing to look up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do equals to VLOOKUP, and my lookup value is going to be here, comma, and the table array is going to be here. Now if you notice that this is automatically locked because it's an external data file, right? So automatically all external data files, when they are being looked up, it is locked, okay? Comma, the column index number is going to be 2, comma, and it's going to be an exact match. Okay, it's going to be non-applicable because we don't have anything. Now if we put in Z, we should be able to have this, okay? And this is 8 marks, guys, just 8 marks, and you're smiling with a star. Now in cell B8, okay, use a function to look up the depth of the dive, okay? Now we're using a VLOOKUP. Now why do we use a VLOOKUP? Because this is vertical, it goes from up to down. If it's to be horizontal, it goes like this and like this, okay? So obviously for vertical, it goes like this, okay? Now so in cell, use a function to look up the depth of the dive. Use the rec code cell for the dive, for the lookup value, and the file rec.csv for the array. So what this means is we're going to see the depth of the dive, and we're going to use the rec.csv. Okay, this is the depth. Okay, so let's continue. So equals to VLOOKUP. Lookup value is going to be this, comma, the table array is going to be this, the index column is going to be the depth, which is 3, and it's going to be an exact match. Okay, so for this is 16, and if we check for Z, we have 16. Okay, and it's 4 marks. Replicate the function used in step 3 to 4 for both dives. Now for replicating, what we are going to do is we're going to replicate it here, replicate it here, replicate it here. Okay, so obviously if I type A, it should give me is A also 16? I want to be sure. Yes. So if I type B, okay, so it's working. And obviously this is 1 mark, so they expect you to just, you don't have to type it, just dry and fill. Now it is safer to do the deepest dive first. Just dive for what? Just dive for what once an error message displayed if the second dive is deeper than the first. Okay, now this simply means it should display an error message if the second dive is deeper than the first. Okay, so if the second one is deeper than the first, it should display an error message. Now merge cells B11 and C11. So let's merge it, cell B11 and C11. So let's merge it. So I'll click on my home tab and I'm going to click on merge cells. In this merge cell, use the formula, not a function, a formula to display the text on safe. Second dive is deeper if the second plan dive will be deeper than the first, or to display yes if it is not the case. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this, copy. So what now to display the text if the second dive will be deeper than the first. Now I'm going to do an if statement. So if, now what are we going to test for? So we're going to test for this, right? So if this is greater than this, okay, okay, I'm coming. Let me see. Uh, okay, are we using dive or depth? Sorry, if this depth, sorry, we just, okay, let me do this again. So if this is greater than this, yeah, the value will be, I'm just going to use, okay, I'll put it here, unsafe, second dive is deeper. But if it's not true, it should just show me unsafe, safe, yes. Okay, that is what I want to see. So if I do this, you can see that this is showing me okay, you can see that this is showing me unsafe, second dive is deeper. It's going to do this again. Okay, so let me see. I don't see that I'm finding this up. Okay, so obviously if this depth is deeper than this, it should show unsafe, second dive is deeper. Okay, and for example, if A and Z, it should show safe, right? And if you show X, it should show safe, right? Because obviously the first dive is more than the second dive. Okay, but if you show B, it should show unsafe. Okay, now they said format this merge cell to have a red background with white text only if the message on save second dive is deeper is displayed in it. Okay, so this is going to have a merge. The message is going to have a red background with the white text. Now what we're going to do for us to have every time it shows on save, there should be a red background with a white text. There's what we call conditional formatting. Now, conditional formatting talks about formatting certain cells. For my students, they have seen it most time on Google Sheet. I use it to show if a student is going to, if a student is higher risk, a student is medium risk or low risk. Talking about the IGCSE ICT assessment sheet. Just to do that, even in their MacBook, I do it to see students who are doing well, students who are not doing well. Okay, the same vein is what we call conditional formatting. It's just to format the cell to ensure that if it meets up to certain condition, like excellent student, it should be a green. It should be a green. Students who are underachieving, it should be a red. Okay, so we have conditional formatting here, and what we are going to do is we are going to use a rule, highlight cell rule. Okay, so we're going to use equals to, because right now it's unsafe, so it should be equals to, okay, Now I'm going to do this. It should be equal. I'm just going to copy this. Copy. Okay. And this should be custom. So the field should be red and the font should be white. Okay, it's not, let me see. Okay, let me check it. Sorry, text that contains. Yeah, I think that should be better. Text that contains, not equals to. Text that contains. Okay, paste this. Click on custom format. Field is going to be red. Font is going to be white. Okay. Okay, let me just save it. It should. Okay, let me select this. Let me see. It should give me that. I don't know what's happening. Okay, but I want to be sure if this is going to work because it should show me. Okay, let's do X. So it's not working. It's not it. Okay. It's not what I'm looking for. Um, going to set. Oh yeah, I'm going to set a new rule. Yeah, I'm going to set a new rule. Okay, setting a new rule, and I'm going to say format only cells that contains the cell value. Okay, that is equals to. Okay, I'm going to format it right here. Font. Okay, okay, I think it should work. Nope, it didn't work. Let me delete this rule first and apply it. Okay, let me see. Should be. Let me just check what could be the problem. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm not sure, but I think I found the solution. My problem is really complex because obviously I want to show you something, and I want you guys to see this. Let me. This is my notepad. Let me close it and open a notepad for you because most time students can make these errors and will not even know the source of the problem. Now, if you check this, this is right, and this means unsafe second dive. Now, if you check here, you're going to see that. Can I? Let me just use the text. Now I think what I discovered was there was unnecessary spaces in between. I'm just going to copy it like this and see what happens. I'm trying to see that. I'm just going to copy this exactly the way it is, not from the question paper. Okay, now I'm going to go to my, now it works. Can you see that? So obviously the reason why it was not working was because, sometimes there are certain errors we make that if we don't even know where it's coming from, we could just try and try. I was doing everything it was supposed to work. So if you're doing yours and it's working, you don't have to, obviously I know yours is going to work. So what I'm going, there are two ways to do this. You can actually do it here, and I'm going to show you, I'm just going to show you this. Field is red, font is white, and it's going to show this. Okay, now if we have X, it's not going to show, but when we have B, it's going to show. Now that is one way to do it, but the way I want to do it now, I'm just going to clear this rule on entire, right? The way I'm going to do it right now is I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to go to new rule. I want to set a rule for it because the question is, format the merge cell to have a white background with white cell only if the message. Okay, so obviously that also works, but I prefer creating new rules. When they say to display only if it shows that, create a new rule for it. Okay, so I'm going to go to format only cell that contains, and I'm going to pick the specific text, okay, containing this, right? And I'm going to format it. I'll go to my field, red, font white, and okay, containing this. Okay, it should, maybe I didn't create it. What happened? Specific text containing, okay, field, red, font, okay, so we have this. I'm going to apply it. Yes, can you see that it's working? I'm going to click on apply, and then I'm going to click here. So obviously what I did was I went to new rule and clicked on this and showing that, and then if you're having any issues, you go to manage rules to ensure that that rule is applied. Okay, so obviously if I have an X, okay, and if I have a B, okay, right, and if I have an X here, okay, and if I have a C, if I have a E, guys, Z, nothing higher than 32. And let me gonna check. I want to check if something is, yes, J, okay. So if I have a J, okay, so obviously I just stick to B, sorry, A and B, right? So that is what I want. Okay, sorry that it took me a while. Usually these are errors that you don't usually come across. I just copied only this, not knowing that it was breaking, so it was not the exact thing. Remember, it have to be equals to this, and that is why this video is here for you, to ensure that there are certain mistakes you make and you check all through the YouTube channels and you check online, make research. You don't see it, you see it in this video. Okay, all right, so this is completed, and this is 8 marks for the stress, which is worth it. Okay, place your evidence document a screenshot that shows you have applied the formatting to this merge cell. Okay, so this will be in evidence 1. So let's take a screenshot. and we'll place this in our evidence document. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to go to manage rules. Okay, C6. I'm going to take off this rule. There shouldn't be any rule like that. So I don't know where that came from. Like literally. So I'm going to, yeah, I have it here, right? So obviously, I hope you're watching this to see how this can be done. So I'm going to take the screenshot of this real quick, and I'm just going to open my snipping tool. Okay, new, and I'm just going to take. Nope, I'm taking another one. I can crop it, so that's not an issue. So I want to have this, right? So remember, we're placing this in evidence one. So I'm just going to get my evidence document. It's right here. So I'm going to type evidence one here. Then I'm going to click on my picture format, crop. I give me crop, and I'm going to take this off. Okay. Okay. So obviously this is what I did. Format only cells that contains this. So because obviously they want to see the screenshot that shows how you apply the formatting to this cell. So for me, this is how I applied it, right? It contains the specific text for it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to save this. Click on File, Save. Save your spreadsheet. So let me save my spreadsheet. Fine by me, close. I'm going to save the spreadsheet. Print only cell A1 to C11. A1 to C11. Okay. Showing the formula. I'm going to click on formulas, showing formula, and we have this here. I'm just going to ensure that all the formulas are showing correctly. Make sure, okay, so go to file, go to print. It's going to be landscape, and it's going to be print selection because we just want only this. It is in landscape orientation. The rules are column headings are displayed. Obviously, it's going to be A4. So, okay, so there are two ways to do this: page setup or using the no scaling, and then you go to custom scaling. So I'm going to use here rows and column headings. Okay, the content of those cells are fully visible and can be easily read. So yes, they are fully visible and they can be easily read. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to print this. Is going to be printer one. Copy. Print out one. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so Use the spreadsheet to plan dive with the records of first A. So let me show the formula. Okay, to use the first one is A, okay, and then O. Save your spreadsheet. Print only cell A1 to C11 of your spreadsheet showing the values. Okay, so obviously I'm going to click here. Now this is where you need to do this, because obviously they also want to see this as well being displayed. I'm just going to go up to check. When you do this, yeah, okay, that is fine by me. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So um so we can do this, guys. It's not showing. So yeah, okay, let me do this. Okay, print only cell A1 to C11 showing the values. Okay, A1 to C11. Okay, click on file, click on print. Okay, let me see, column. Let me see if this is going to work. Custom scaling did not work either. So obviously this is, I'm just going to make it landscape. Let me see. Well, I'm going to leave it in the where it is. If it on a single page, row and column headings are not displayed. Now they are being specific. Go to sheets and check it. Content of the cells are fully visible and can be easily read. Okay, well, I'm going to go back. I notice right here that this is, yeah, I'm going to print. Yep, I'm going to take this again. Click on file, click on print. So yes, we have it here. Okay, um yep, this is good to go. So this is going to be what? It's important to always go back to check. This is going to be printout 3. So you'll see we have, okay, nope, let me see. Printout 1. This is printout 2. Copy it. Printout 2. Okay. This is 5 marks. And this is also completed. Use the spreadsheet to plan dive with a rec code of 0, of first 0, O rather, and then A. Okay. Save your spreadsheet. Print only cell A1 to C11, showing the values. Save. Click on File, Print. Okay, A1 to C11. Click on Print. Okay. Rows and column headings are not to be displayed. Content of the cells are fully visible. You need to copy this. This is going to be printout 3. So there you have it. We are done with this paper. Okay, we're done with this task on data analysis. Okay, so it's important that we just check. Okay, that we just check that our work is okay. So this has the formula on it and it's fully visible for everyone to see. I want to check if the 2, it's always important to check. I think the 2 came out, 4 came out, but can we see it? It's not properly seen. So this should be 14. And this should be 14 as well. Okay. We're just going to take this again, print it, and then we compare. So obviously we're not going to see here because this is taken off, but I'm just going to do a formula just to show the formulas, and okay, just to show the formulas for this. Okay, print, sorry, column headings, column headings. Yeah, I think this is better. Yep, this is better, guys. This is better. So I'm just going to take this as to replace the other one. Okay. It's important that you check your work to ensure that you can actually see everything. Obviously, this is what they want to check, and for this is what they want to check, and that's why it's important to this. Now, obviously, this is hidden, and if we open the new one, which we can, just to compare, you see that this is more seen than this. Okay, so obviously this is actually better to do this. Okay, see, and this is centralized as well, and which we did not do here. Okay, so there's a big difference. Let me see. They're all visible. Yeah. So I think this seems longer. This seems longer, but I think it's fine. So I'm just going to close this. So there you have it, guys. So it's important to always check. It's important to always check your work to ensure that everything is done. Okay. So I'm going to save this, and yeah, so please go through them, study it. This video is just there to guide you. Practice with it as much as possible, and do well to like it and subscribe to this channel, okay, for more of these teachings, and see you next time.